There comes a time in your life when everything feels quiet, but not the peaceful kind, the kind of silence that screams, the kind that exposes what you never wanted to believe. You look around and suddenly realize no one's really there. Not when you're at your lowest, not when you're drowning in your thoughts, not when your heart is breaking and your soul is tired. Where are they now? The ones who called you family, the ones who said, "I got you, always." The ones who smiled in your face and cheered when you were on top. They're gone, and all you're left with is a harsh, brutal truth. They were never really for you. You showed up for everyone. You stayed up late for their problems. You answered the calls. You gave advice. You gave comfort. You gave so much of yourself. But when you needed just a fraction of that love in return, all you got was silence. And that silence, it wasn't a mistake. It was the moment the truth took the mask off. Because not everyone who stands beside you is standing with you. Not everyone who says I love you means it. And not everyone who laughs with you in the light is willing to sit with you in the dark. That's the painful part about growing. You realize that loyalty is rare, real love is quiet, and most of what you thought was friendship was just proximity. They weren't loyal, they were just there. But now you know, and now you rise. Stop expecting loyalty from people who only showed up for the sunshine, but disappeared the moment it started to rain. They loved the version of you that didn't need anything, the version that smiled, served, gave, and expected nothing back. But the second you stumbled, the second you needed a hand instead of giving one, they faded, slowly, quietly, almost like they were never really there to begin with. And that's the truth you didn't want to see. Some people never intended to stay. They were there for the ride, not the responsibility. There for the good times, not the growth. You gave them your loyalty. You gave them your silence when you could have spoken up. You excused their distance, forgave their delays, accepted their half-effort as enough, because deep down you thought, maybe they'll show up next time. But they didn't, and they won't. You need to stop confusing history with loyalty. Just because someone's been in your life for years doesn't mean they were ever truly for you. Sometimes the people closest to you were just the ones standing next to you, not the ones walking with you. And that's why it hurt so bad. You didn't lose a friend. You lost an illusion, an idea of who you thought they were, an expectation you built in your heart, and they never earned. Let that sink in. You've been breaking your own heart trying to teach people how to love you, trying to get them to see your worth, trying to keep connections alive that flatlined a long time ago. You waited on calls that never came. You typed out messages and erased them just to protect your pride. You celebrated them in private, but cried about them in silence. Because deep down, all you ever wanted was someone to love you back, to meet you halfway, to hold you when life got too heavy. But instead, you became the strong one, the fixer, the giver, the shoulder, until you ran out of pieces to give. And when you finally said, "I need help," they vanished. That is your lesson. Stop expecting yourself in other people. Your heart is rare, your loyalty is not common, and your capacity to love, even when it hurts, is something most people will never understand. So stop explaining. Stop lowering your voice just so someone else can feel comfortable. Stop trying to shrink your spirit to fit into their small version of love. They couldn't handle your truth. They couldn't match your energy. They couldn't walk beside you because your growth made them feel stuck. You reminded them of what they weren't willing to become. That's not your fault. That's their fear. Let them talk. Let them twist it. Let them leave. Because when someone walks away from real love, they're not walking away from you. They're walking away from the best thing they'll never have again. So here's what you do now. You stop chasing closure. You stop waiting for apologies. you stop looking back at empty spaces trying to fill them with memories. Instead, you rise, you reclaim your energy, you rebuild your boundaries, you protect your peace like it's gold, because it is. You give yourself the love you spent years handing out to people who only took. And no, it's not loneliness you're feeling. It's alignment. It's elevation. It's the painful but necessary process of becoming everything they didn't believe you could be. You're not alone. You're becoming. Becoming someone who no longer begs for what they deserve. Someone who sees silence as protection, not punishment. Someone who can sit in solitude and still feel whole. Let them talk. Let them leave. Let them go. Because the truth is, you never needed them to feel worthy. You never needed them to be enough. And you sure don't need them to become the person you were born to be. If this message touched something in you, not just in your mind, but in your soul, leave this in the comments. I'm done expecting. Let it be your quiet stand. Let it speak for the part of you that's finally choosing peace over pain, self-respect over silence, and healing over hoping. And if someone comes across your comment, let it remind them they're not the only one letting go. They're not the only one who gave too much, stayed too long, and finally chose themselves. So take a breath. Let the pain pass without apology. And share this message with someone who's been carrying too much for too many. They deserve to heal too. No more chasing, no more fixing, no more explaining. This is your moment to break free and begin again. Endings are not failures. They are not the end of you. They are transitions, the natural cycles of life unfolding. Whether it's the end of a relationship, a career path, or even a phase of your life, endings are necessary for growth. Let me tell you this. When one chapter ends, it creates space for a new one to begin. Let it end. Whatever is no longer serving your growth, your peace, or your purpose, let it go. When you hold on to what's broken or no longer meant for you, you only delay the inevitable. And worse, you delay your own transformation. Life is a series of beginnings and endings. The seasons change. The tide rises and falls. The sun sets only to rise again. Why then do we resist endings in our lives? It's because endings feel like loss. But what if I told you that every ending is a gift? What if I told you that the pain you feel now is the seed of your greatest strength? Think about the caterpillar. It has to let go of its identity, its form, and everything it knows to become something greater, a butterfly. The transformation is only possible because it let its old life end. Growth is painful. Endings are messy. But that discomfort you're feeling right now, that's the fire refining you. That's the storm clearing the way for a brighter tomorrow. Stop avoiding the pain. Stop pretending everything is fine when it's not. Face it. Feel it. And then let it go. Pain is temporary, but regret lasts forever. If you hold on to what's not meant for you, you'll look back and wonder why you didn't move forward sooner. Letting go is not giving up. It's not weakness. It's strength. It takes courage to release what's familiar, even when it's hurting you. You deserve better. But you can't receive what's waiting for you if your hands are full of the past. Letting go means trusting the process. Trusting that life has something better in store for you. Trusting that even if you don't see it now, the ending you're facing is making room for something extraordinary. Don't deny it. Don't fight it. Accept it for what it is. Acceptance is the first step toward healing. It's okay to feel sadness, anger, or confusion. Allow yourself to process these emotions without judgment. Every ending teaches you something. What have you learned about yourself? About life? About what you truly want? Decide that you will move forward. Commit to your growth. Visualize the life you want to create. Letting go is not passive. It's an active process. Remove what's toxic from your life. Build new habits. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. When you let it end, you make space for new opportunities, new relationships, and new dreams. The universe cannot fill a full cup. Empty yours. Trust that the best is yet to come. Remember, every ending you face is a step closer to becoming the person you're meant to be. You are stronger than you think, and the life you've always imagined is waiting for you. But first, you must let it end. Repeat after me. I release what no longer serves me. I am grateful for the lessons of the past. I trust the process of life. I am open to new beginnings. I am strong, resilient, and ready to grow. Let it end. Not because you're giving up, but because you're giving yourself permission to grow. Let it end so you can finally begin. And remember, endings are not failures. They are stepping stones. They are the bridges to your next chapter. Let it end, and let your new life begin. Thank you.